yori candida kumbare ay ko zeni aka insir sa no kwara zi aba kabe acha ubde mi kwa aba kabe a insir mi liari o me ba kabe acha mi no pam mi chan kwara zi nga nya ndebe ne zana kwa abu atin so nga acha mi wade a por bele chambe ina agboru yi acha o I ku sebeta emele ko siza yan chen konya bunza
abibile benjere bonde vladra ayirpua abibile na koton ba vlai leona se oba koton ba leona se ko ba avon po mengame atieru benefazie afona dra bonde fara nga onya na fo ni basa fo ko ipuno no afo yanga ko fiele
fon tera fon indi tera tin son ko abume malia afunye libira mo de dira libira ne pe fu bibira ko kare ni
ayelena ferne apobe atin so lombori yele unye jampile na feretia kapo kamanya na banka ole wada atin so ko apo na ta so zaro be megwa.
My name is Eric Dalimpuo. I'm a development consultant and a researcher as well. And my interest for over the past years has been research in women and land issues, especially in the Upper West region.
For so many years, agriculture has been the center of gravity of most rural communities in the Nandom District of the Upper West region. It is the main source of income and livelihood for most women in Kandemegan, a farming community in the Nandom District.
Ma Jacob Tambesa Manus Yatiuna Swatun Kare Sambaro Yilzawa Mamma Borgatiun Viet. So a pobe Yelena Yela ala Ndayala ke Maswatun Belawa Twa Launtara I paro kutungu. Abena tona nyezie. Atuntu abe boy bena boba.
Land is a very important developmental assets. In research, development in terms of land and then women issues, land plays a very significant role in women development and women empowerment. Land has a great cultural and societal significance, as well as even legal significance, because you notice that people have dragged themselves to court almost every day because of land issues. So land has a very significant cultural and religious significance in our part of the country. And then that is the more reason why women within the cultural and religious setting, are more or less relegated to the background.
Reliable data from relevant departments in the district shows that women provide over 70% of the labor force in the agricultural sector, mostly performing activities like weeding, planting, harvesting, and processing, and much more. Despite the massive contribution women in Kandemegan are making in the agriculture output of the community, their involvement in the agricultural sector is being marginalized largely by their lack of access to fertile farmlands.
Yelmona, Apovana Yella, Susanna, Apove Menavengera Kovzia Quare. Achajina, Menavengera Kovzia Quara. Bebe Launia Tune 9. Tuna Bob and Debe, Boboku Tune Guns out like. La Launia Tuna, not one tender with Yatercon. Petty boy annoying.
Women actually, I can say, have no role when it comes to land matters in the Kandemegan area as well as the Nandom area. Women have no role. Why am I saying this? Because women cannot take decision on land. And then when it comes to land, here we are talking about the access and we are talking about ownership. And then ownership goes with decision making. So women cannot own land, and for that matter, women cannot take decision on any land. When it comes to access, women can have access to land. But when it comes to ownership, they don't have ownership rights. And for that matter, when it comes to taking decision on land, women are not involved in taking decision on land.
Even if you are in your father's house, whether you are married or not, if they are to share the property, especially the land, you the woman, you are not being considered. They only call the man and share the land to them. Then you being a woman who is also part of the family, you don't get any piece of land. So I think that is just a problem. So if I want to farm, then I have to go and beg for a piece of land from somebody. Or even from the family, within the family, I can ask for a piece of land from one of my brothers. If only he will be willing to give it to me. But to own the land as a woman, it is not part of our tradition.
The common view among development practitioners is that communities that give their daughters the same opportunities as their sons are more peaceful and prosperous and develop faster. However, in the words of Eric Dalampo, a development consultant and a researcher, such views have no relevance in most farming communities like Kandemegan. According to him, cultural festivals like Kakube, which is celebrated by the chiefs and people of the Nandom traditional area to mark the end of the farming season, is used as a cultural tool to control women when it comes to land utilization.
The male have initiated it, but if you look at it, it has some female kind of component. And that will tell you that the male ones are in charge of what is good. Now the kakube is what has mixed with stones. That one they give it to the woman to now take out the stones, and then whatever you do with the rest of it, the male ones do not care about that. But you see how the gender dynamics work here. That's the fresh guinea corn and then the millet. That one is taken by the men. Now, what is left as the kanjara or the kakube is what they now give it to the women. And the significance of that is that food is getting finished. That is why the kakube, the last bit, is being used. And once food is getting finished, it is the responsibility of the woman to make sure that everybody in the house gets something to eat. So you take the kakube, whatever you do with it, we don't care about that.
The few lucky women in the Kandemegan community who are able to secure a piece of land for farming purposes are confronted with another challenge.
Belo does Vlazi qua, a bebomini at bomi in tete, a bemi ibene, a command me in Muamona, at his source de Parla, ea Menecan, a bunkun tomale, a ucatin son beville, a child zinin a me viela, a becama me arif love, a funye, at his son in a viela.
There is no doubt that the inability of women to have access to fertile farmlands in Kandemegan makes it even more difficult for them to benefit from the various interventions in the agri sector.
Governments have developed poor policies targeting specifically women, just to reduce poverty within the communities or rural areas. And most of these poor policies have to do with land. Just to mention a few, we have the planting for export and then development. We have planting for food and jobs. We have the one village, one dam. These are policies that have to do with land. And these are policies that are targeting women at the rural level. And here is the case, women have no access to land. How do they benefit from these policies?
The lack of women participation in serious farming and other economic activities for their well-being is affecting not only women and children, but the whole household, according to Alice Fowler, a member of the Songtaa Women Group.
Leona say oba, okoton ba, Leona say ko ba. Avon Paul Mengame. Atiero beneficie. Afona dra bonde fara nga. Onya na fo ni basa. Fo ko ipuno no afo yanga ko fiele. Afo pa ande be po acha be po pele po san. San Mengame njiribe na we. Che. O na en. Ayin bonde fiele tina be dra. Bonde na konton ba letia. Ole no buana le.
You can really feel the poverty, especially from May, June, July. That's where you really feel the poverty, because at that period, then they don't really have anything at home. So they are really struggling to feed their children. So that period, May, June, July, that's the period that you really feel that yes, women are actually struggling. Because how do you get common porridge for a child to take and go to school? It's always a problem.
The Songtaa Women Group, a welfare organization for women in Kandemegan, was supported in 2019 under the BUSAC Advocacy Fund to advocate for fertile farmlands for women farmers from community leaders.
Songtaa Women's Group, Titometin at Chari me, Tinson for a boba yela, Mentitoso can be what Tinson and Aqua, Ewa Bob Tinson Oqua, Omo one of our party at the Erwunta. It is a Lantan will be a change power, Tinso near Tinganso, a very bozy qua, Titosone, or qua, and your bondrica near Uyidim.
They have been working for some time, and they notice that they have a very serious challenge when it comes to land access, because about 80 to 90% of the business they do there is land related. And of course, if land access is a problem, especially if fertile land is a problem, then it means that their entire livelihood is in a problem. And that is why they have decided to seek funding from the BUSAC Fund. And then the BUSAC Fund supports advocacy issues. And advocacy issues such as land, especially for women. BUSAC Fund also looks at the marginalized in society and how to empower the marginalized economically in society. And so Songtaa Women made an application to BUSAC Fund for support to engage community leaders to see how they can improve upon their land access to also better up their economic activities within the community.
An independent development consultant was contracted by the Songtaa Women Group with support from the BUSAC Fund to research on women access to fertile farmlands in Kandemegan. Here are a couple of the findings of the research.
The major findings from the research confirm that women have very limited access to fertile land. When I say limited access to fertile land, that means that women may have access to land, but that land, one, is not fertile to support plant growth, or two, is not even enough, to solve the purpose of which the woman is acquiring the land. And then where some of the men are really very funny. They give the woman the land, the virgin land. She toils for 2 years, and when they notice that the land is getting fertile or is fertile, they pick it from the woman and relocate the woman. Of course, they will not take it away and leave the woman so that she will have the right to say that, okay, you have seized my land.
A sensitization workshop was held in Nandom, the district capital, to present the findings of the research to stakeholders and the public. Members of the Songtaa Women Group also took the message to their fellow women in Kandemegan and urged them to engage with their partners and community leaders in order to secure fertile lands for farming purposes.
Manu be bole Alice Fale. To ate parunga tina zia bibaranga obaye fai insan ye jira obaye fai oda ye champile kan no te bokete etja chare abusa fan tonene tina njere yire abusa fan sia to ati yemen ati ye kete bolta manta bibaranga te ya darsa da chena advocacy bitina tin da chena bena wulti abone bena wulti ana impo manta importa be tinjo advocacy meeting yele anga ina chinti de wana tinjo irkpan yemen atun sonte tikpene diru man ko atesiri be diru ayel ko atengandem yel ko andamene abe yemen be ko ti ateso titun ko beta ko teteso na tana ko efier wa be dai te ko nyetone le so be ko teteso na terbura efier wa titun ko.
In addition to the sensitization workshop, a stakeholder meeting was also held with state agencies to brainstorm on the issue of women access to fertile farmlands in Kandemegan.
We want the landowner to really understand the situation of the women, that they are not asking for that piece of land to own it. They only want to use it. Maybe they can give them a period of years, or a number of years, that they should use the land. After that, they can collect it back. Because they are not claiming the land to own it. They only want to use it. So the landowners can give them the piece of land, the fertile land, and then give them a period, maybe a duration for 5, 10 years. After 10 years, if you want to continue to use it, then maybe something like you reapply.
The men here are prepared. If you see any of the chiefs here, any of the prime ministers, and ask, or any of the assembly members, they will tell you that it is a fact that it has been discussed here not once, the General Assembly session, twice or 3 times, that they should allow women to have access to land to farm. Because why? One, when the woman farms and they get produce and whatever, it goes to complement the effort of the man to move the family ahead.
In most rural communities in the Nandom District, dialoguing with community leaders for land by women farmers alone is a sensitive topic.
Ayelen na venso apoko tromber o ser achente zali we. Yese kulena asera na indo ben achinde power tionso. Utron gulbezie meme ton ko asuna betora.
Ka poka yel kan na ven ka poka banyara tembona le bozun adom ne kunno ku wadazi wasura atembona.
Alle ena apo yome ko tron chente bonen botin so ationso zie ationso ko. Jesse devil me ton denun fotron ko apo ako ationso.
The women in Kandemegan are now challenging the status quo.
Me ana now be viele acha akwa ngate me akwa nyana inti de libri an sinya libiti mbale oye abibi za nya dana be game a popielo benedin etime ayi yon tinto ala so nde be ne popielo awukati nyane atone ne tra se otinya akwapoa.
Women in Kandemegan, like all women farmers in the Nandom District of the Upper West Region, are constantly working to feed and care for their household.
Me ana ina china we poa aboro manu bure mawa bura akwa wata to atezanda be mekwa wa insa mekwara esir mekwara emekwara na me yansa insiro mekwara emekwara to teza mekwana mata iya bombebe to abon wa bebe bara to po abon wate wa tibe po fa obeka be wa asib ademiso atesirimiso ire kureme ire tedere mani a uli bibiza atedere.
However, fighting against economic and cultural exclusion in rural communities in northern Ghana is always a big challenge.
The major challenge for me is that there's still that spiritual, religious, or cultural belief amongst men when it comes to women access to land. And that one it has to do with spirituality or cultural. It is very difficult to break.
Most of the problem is like the men, I don't know, I don't know the way they feel like women. I don't know whether they feel they cannot do the work, or just they go look at you being a woman. That what do you need a land for? The fertile, what do you need it for?
Ademe tieke bele kufu afuna ya po bele kufu tin son fuko awatera fukule chan ya one be abela ya debsu ayire fuku chan ya one be ni na teri tauta
Atika ajele na feretia atin so na po na gawana acha yina fundi afuna me disantin so ber venti wome be chan wone afun diba sauna tin bere.
In spite of the many challenges confronting women farmers in Kandemegan, the BUSAC Advocacy Project has given them further reasons to continue to engage community leaders and their partners for fertile farmlands for women farmers.
Tonene mana nye yini BUSAC Fund dezia BUSAC Fund in Sona in bound land and at once elitism. A year till Sozia Nazia. Be land and at one e. Zelitin so here in Srizia, o me to banker, Mawatron, 13 some quarter in a tone of so a family. A BUSAC Fund in Vena in bound lay indoor and at one no may arrow, and yes, so for Indrizia.
The stakeholders didn't know that this was a serious issue. Indeed, they didn't know. So this kind of BUSAC Fund advocacy has also awakened the problem of land access for women to other stakeholders, and for that matter, there would be some kind of commitment to make sure that they are also involved in this matter.
Women access to fertile farmland is considered the foundation of economic empowerment of any rural farming community. This will enable them to maximize economic opportunities, increase productivity, and improve food security, and much more.
What I think should be done is that there should be that collaboration. We need that collaboration between the landowners and then the women.
This advocacy event should not be a one-time event. It should be continuous. There should be a constant reminder of the essence of women, access to land, to the landlords, to the community leaders, and to the men within the community. If it is just like a one-stop, we have come to do this and we are gone, then within some time, the men forget and the women even relax.
A BUSAC Fund in Sontina. I think 1 year in song, and I make 1 year on it. Eche, to pass the Lena BUSAC Fund, Belletti Sonti. Timito, I did that, yelling. I bet so to meet one dear, and I've been I found 0 at it. You so can I can do.